It's a crisp October Saturday in Plymouth, New Hampshire, as the undefeated Bobcats host the undefeated Souhegan Sabres in a showcase of NHIAA Division II football. Both teams come in 6-0 with playoff positioning and statewide bragging rights at stake here today. Welcome to Pemmy Baker TV's coverage, one of the biggest games of the season. I'm Dan Salzer alongside Mike Courier. And Mike, when we look at both of these teams, perfect so far, what jumps out to you about how they've reached this point?
Well, they've got a good number, 12 seniors and I think 17 juniors, so they're a pretty mature team for Souhegan. They've got the quarterback from the past couple of years is back as a senior, and their running back who did a number on us last year, Ryland Rodalunas. And it looks like from the statistics those two guys are the key to their offense. I'm not sure, we don't have numbers on the size of their line, but they look like they're pretty good size, and I think that today, Plymouth's line has done a phenomenal job all season long, not making a lot of mistakes and doing a nice job blocking, making holes. And I think it's going to be one in the trenches, but I think that the capability for the long play is there with Souhegan. And as in last year when the quarterback ran for the 90-some-odd yard touchdown, kind of killed us. So I look at those two people, and I'm sure Coach Lamb has some thoughts about what to do to keep more of an eye on the quarterback and that running back. So, that's kind of how I see it. And again, it always goes back to, who makes the penalties, who makes the fumbles, the interceptions, or whatever. And it always comes down to that in the long run. But I think we got a pretty good battle going on. I think we're going to see big plays on the part of Souhegan, and Plymouth will just keep marching down the field, running their control game as they have.
Bobcats ride championship tradition, tough defense, and some solid senior leadership. Quarterback Kevin Sanborn leads the division with 11 touchdowns, over 600 yards passing, and Ben Valenti has picked up 577 yards on the ground and has scored 9 times. This is a team comfortable in big moments, and we've seen that time and time again. With Plymouth always playing at its best when the stakes are high at home and the crowd is behind them, Mike, what has been their key to consistency, especially on defense this year?
Well, Coach Lamb does a heck of a job as a defensive coordinator, and he's a smart guy. And I think they make certain adjustments. I think they started off the season with some weak spots in the secondary, but they seem to have picked up on that watching the last few games. The kids are doing a better job in the coverage. But also they put a lot of pressure on that quarterback. The defensive line and the linebackers, he has them coming quite a bit with stunts, and they get after it to try to pressure the quarterback, and that always works in your favor if you can do that.
Souhegan counters with a high-powered offense of their own, led by star running back, as you mentioned, Rodalunas, who is racking up eye-popping numbers. It's only been 6 weeks, and he has 982 yards rushing, 13 touchdowns scored on the ground. And quarterback, the senior Mike Fiengo's arm, 535 yards passing, 6 touchdowns, makes this offense really multidimensional.
Yeah, and I think between the two of them, it's either one's going to have the ball on every play, and of course, quarterback is going to have the ball on every play at some point. But the quarterback can run too, and that makes him a double threat. So, and I see there's a couple other guys that have thrown some passes here, but not to the extent of Fiengo. So I the keys are going to be those two guys to offense, and then whatever kind of protection and blocking can be provided by their offensive line. I think that's Plymouth's got to play a good game. They have consistently not made mistakes, not made errors. We haven't seen a lot of fumbles or interceptions or penalties, and that shows good discipline on their part. So if that tackle to tackle, they can keep doing the job they've been doing. Plymouth can run control of the game and keep that offensive threat off the field for Souhegan.
We see a lot of Souhegan fans have made the trip up from Amherst, New Hampshire. See Coach Mike Bellevue here, someone I've worked with plenty of times with the NHIAA and NFHS championships. A longtime coach for Souhegan, now with New England College. But we look at this matchup. It's not just a battle of top playoff spots. It could be a preview of the championship game here in Division II and a test for both teams' mentality. As we get ready for kickoff, what matchup, a storyline, what are you closely looking at if you want to pinpoint your X factors and keys to the game, Mike?
Well, I mean, are you talking about this game or just in general? Yeah. Key factors, again, are going to be mistakes, errors. We can't miss our extra points. The kicker's got to make those extra points, for one thing. And I think special teams, it looks like the punter is pretty good from Souhegan. And we just can't be – we've been inconsistent with special teams in terms of, shanking the ball right and left and that sort of thing. And there are times we know we've got a great foot in our kickers, but they've got to be consistent, and that can put you in a bad position if you're not consistent.
So stay with us for all the action, the drama, and expert analysis here from Mike as we get this playoff matchup essentially underway as we hit the back half of the 2025 season. Kickoff set for 1 o'clock. We'll be back in just a moment here on Pemmy Baker TV. Welcome back on Pemmy Baker TV. And Coach, biggest news yesterday, the biggest news of the season, and an upset victory. Tell us about it.
Well, Trinity beat Pelham last night, 23-13, and it was a surprise to some degree. But I've always felt, even when we seem to handle them pretty well, they just have a team that's got too many options. The quarterback can run, he can throw, he's got a couple of really good receivers, and I think that Trinity against Plymouth did not stay consistent with their game plan, and they found some things that worked, but then they went away from it and tried other things, which actually just kind of hurt them. Plymouth just did they chugged along with their offensive game and did a great job controlling Trinity. But I think Trinity is the sleeper. I think they've got the potential to score on big plays, and obviously they beat Pelham last night, and that was and it was a game played at Trinity, so I'm sure the home crowd was pretty excited there. But no, I'd say that Trinity can't be counted out. And I also look at St. Thomas, who has done pretty well, and they can't be forgotten about either.
Yeah, we see Trinity now 5-1, St. Thomas 5-2 on the year, and it's a really tight East in the middle. Kingswood 4-3, then it's Kennett 3-4, Bow, Merrimack Valley, and Pembroke round out the East inning. But I mean, it's still a toss-up. But really, if Plymouth can pull out the win here, you expect them to run the table with the next 2 weeks. You got Merrimack Valley that's looking for their first win of the season, but then you go up against St. Thomas in the regular season finale, at least here at home, so that's helpful. But this really feels like it could be for the top seed here this afternoon.
Well, it definitely will be for the top seed right now. In terms of, I mean, I still keep my fingers crossed when it comes to playing St. Thomas for Plymouth. And looking at the other teams, I mean, most of the teams that have the good records have played teams that haven't been as successful, and some of them are coming into the last 3 games of the season, where 2 of the 3 games are going to be tests, and if they can get through those, we'll see. But Souhegan and Pelham have to play still, and that's going to be interesting.
So teams have finished their warm-ups. We're going to turn it over to the public address announcer as we get set for the coin toss and the national anthem kickoff moments away on Pemmy Baker TV.
Thank you.
The officials for today's game: referee Paul Page, umpire Bruce Muncy, head linesman Vicky Party-Guay, line judge Sean Moynihan, and back judge Mark Redmond.
Back here for the coin toss.
My prediction.
See if you go out on a limb, Coach.
My prediction is if Souhegan gets it, they'll defer. If Plymouth gets it, they'll take the ball.
Oh, that's a push. I would take that bet any day of the week.
Showed him
if Fiang was going to call it.
He showed him the two-headed coin.
So Souhegan, yep, just as you called it, Coach. Souhegan won the toss. They defer to the second half.
Yep. Yeah, Souhegan's saying, we're going to shut you down in the first series. And
that gives them momentum on their side.
Yeah. So we'll see. The next 30 minutes or next 24 minutes will tell us how the second half may go.
Well, with that, we'll turn it over to Will Gunn and the pep band for our national anthem.
Please join us in honoring America with the playing of our national anthem. Today's national anthem will be performed by the PRHS pep band under the direction of Mr. William Gunn.
Great job by Will Gunn and the pep band as always. Thank you to Coach Mousoff running not only the team camera but our camera as well here today. So that's why we have the view from the tower here today looking back at the hillside. You can just make out Coach in the window right now at the top of your screen. So here we go, anticipation. I know we said Trinity was the most hyped game. That one turned out to be a big blowout for Plymouth, but here, so much at stake. And the top two in the East and West conferences meet here this afternoon in Plymouth, New Hampshire.
And I think that, we're talking the sixth game of the season. And I think at this point in time, everybody's kind of ironed out the wrinkles they may have had in the earlier part of the season, so that we should have two pretty well-performing teams out there today.
Andrew Healy, the senior kicker, getting ready to kick off. Stone is back with Russo. As the kickoff is going to be a little squib. Down low, it's bobbled at the 35 and held on to nicely by the likes there of Taylor Russo, the captain. So we'll see Plymouth's offense for the first time today, and the leading quarterback in the state in touchdowns, only one in double digits, in Kevin Sanborn.
We did see a Plymouth team come out the last 2 games throwing that ball in the air. I'm not so sure they'll start out this way. I think they're going to try to get the running game going, and then they'll break off from that a little bit. But I think you'll see them try to get control from tackle to tackle.
Bobcats going left to right across your screen here. Souhegan right to left in their road whites. Bobcats in their navy blue uniforms and white pants as usual. Sanborn in the shotgun, handoff. Ben Valenti on the near side, and he'll get out to about the 40-yard line.
Valenti on the carry.
And they're working out of the shotgun, which is a little bit different. But I think they're trying to keep people at home, suspecting maybe the pass will be coming too, and I think that's probably a smart thing. You don't want them to load up, 8 or 9, 10 guys in the box if you're just going to be pounding the football.
So a gain of 4 puts the Bobcats at their own 39-yard line. Stone at the top of your screen as the wide receiver. In motion, handoff. As Russo will just get across the 40, gain of about 2. And third and short coming up.
And that was a heck of a play by Cole Brandt, a sophomore corner. He fought off the blockers and stood his ground, and he ended up making the tackle. Did a nice job on that.
Bobcats need to get to the 45 to keep this drive alive. Here to start this matchup. Sanborn under center. Handoff, Valenti. It gets stuffed. Gain of only 1 on the carry with forward progress. And great job by Souhegan's defense there to hold on. We'll give him 2 on that.
So with 4th down, what do? Do you go for it or do you kick? Do you try to put them back in their territory? It looks like they're going to go for it.
Confidence. I love it. You bring in Logan Marsh, replacing Brody Russo. 4th and 2 here in the opening drive. If you don't convert, Souhegan with great field position. And a timeout on the field. Plymouth tried to get them to jump. Clock winding down. We'll step aside as well. First time out here, 9:45, just going here in quarter 1. Scoreless on Pemmy Baker TV. All right, out of the timeout by Plymouth, 4th and 2, and the Bobcats are going for it at their own 43-yard line. Double shift to the right. Handoff, Valenti gets the first down and a few more yards as he fights his way to midfield.
Well, it was interesting because Plymouth set up with their backs to the left, and then they shifted them to the right, and Souhegan didn't slide at all. So they outmanned them on that side, and the results are first down for Plymouth.
So right at midfield go the Bobcats, 1st and 10, and we were talking during the timeout. Would you go for that on 4th down? I mean, it's a gutsy call early in the game. Paid off there for Coach Sanborn. Handoff, Ciotti. Driving his feet, still going. He'll get 4 on the carry. Dominic Ciotti's first touch this afternoon.
And that looked like a fullback power. They just set up to the strong to the right and ran behind the right halfback.
Ciotti entering today 14 touchdowns or 14 touches, 106 yards on the ground. Bobcats will break the huddle. Sanborn back in the shotgun. Quarterback keeper Sanborn into the secondary, still on his feet, and across the 40 of Souhegan for another Bobcat first down.
Well executed play. You know, this really, they've been working on this the last couple of weeks as well, where Sanborn's got his jet back coming across. He fakes the handoff and goes up the middle. It's worked well, and it just gives them another dynamic in the offense.
Plymouth looking comfortable here at home at Souhegan's 39-yard line. Logan Marsh in the backfield. Handoff to him. He gets tripped up past the line of scrimmage, but not before getting about 3 yards on the carry.
Yeah. And that was just a straight dive, which I think they'll be successful with that. They went in the B gap on that between the guard and the tackle. It's a quick hitter. Plymouth's run for, well, since I was a puppy. Long time. A Delaware wing tee, which is it's part and parcel of the initial one, but it's a little bit different in Plymouth.
2nd and 7. Handoff. Valenti gets into the secondary and is tackled at the 30. And just using his speed there.
Valenti on the
We're going
carry.
to see where they spot this. It's close to the first down marker.
Yeah.
Be
He's
about a
Brought down
yard
by
short.
Knuckles.
Yeah. He stayed pretty low on that, which was good. Ben tends to stand up a little bit too much sometimes. And if you've got guys that have got a hold of you, they're going to push you back. But he was down a little bit lower at that time, which was helpful.
3rd and 1. Just under 7 minutes to go, first quarter, opening drive of the game. Handoff, Valenti, a clean handoff, and he's hit from behind. Great tackle coming in from Sean Reardon, the senior. Called his name a few times over the years.
Valenti on the carry.
But it's a Bobcat first down yet again.
Well, thus far, this is the game plan. It's we're going to do a little ground chuck here and control the ball, control the clock, and keep that offense of Souhegan's off the field.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. Handoff, Valenti. Charging as much as he can, keeping his feet moving. He'll get to about the 22.
And he didn't go down.
No, it's hard to bring Valenti down.
He's a big, strong kid. But, you're hitting, 4 yards a crack, 3 to 3.5 to 4 yards a crack, and that's all you need.
So 2nd and 6 for Plymouth, just outside the red zone. Russo and Valenti in the backfield. Oh, Plymouth jumped.
Flag down on the play.
It's here on the edge, and it's Cooper Mack who's going to be called for the false start.
Well, we don't need this to start. This is what makes the difference here.
So it'll be 2nd and 11 after the 5-yard penalty. First real hiccup for Plymouth on this drive. Stone at the bottom of your screen, just off your screen now, as a wide receiver. Handoff. Russo got hit right at the line of scrimmage, had nowhere to go. Looked like Micah Dibble, number 51, with a tackle.
I think Plymouth could benefit here from some misdirection. I think that the Souhegan team is pretty much jumping, and they're keying on Valenti.
Well, now it's 3rd and 9 at the Sabres' 25-yard line. It's Been a long drive, but Souhegan will get some momentum if they can hold Plymouth here. Essentially outside of field goal range. Sanborn going to air it out for the first time today, and it's nearly intercepted. Great coverage on the edge there by Kobe Morin.
Yeah. He had a receiver a little bit earlier. If he'd gotten rid of the ball quicker, he'd have had him, but he wasn't far behind, and he stepped in. That was almost a pick, and it may have been a pick six if he had gotten that.
So 4th and 9 now, and the kicking unit's going to come on here. So we're going to go for the field goal attempt, 35, actually 41-yard attempt here.
He's got the foot. He just has to hit it right.
Drills this, and it's good! Oh, my! A 41-yard field goal by Bryson Stone is good.
We've been saying it all along that he's got the foot. It's just the consistency that has been questionable. But he got to put it all together on that one and just drove it through the end. He could have kicked that 10 yards further back, I think. But great job by Bobcats and a great kick.
So Plymouth,
Bryson Stone.
Yeah, Plymouth on the opening drive gets all the way down the field and scores 3 to take the lead here early on. But now with 4:03 left in the first, we're going to see Souhegan's potent offense for the first time today. Still, Plymouth's not known for field goal attempts from range, and 41-yarder in high school was pretty impressive.
Yes, it is. I mean, we've had some gentlemen in the past. Jeff Beckley of long ago, who was a phenomenal kicker at BC and then went on to play in the European League. And then Kyle Underwood, who was also a very good kicker in the past. So we've had some guys that are pretty good. But this kid here, he gets consistent, and I'll tell you, he's got a good leg.
Radalunas and Bryant back to receive the kickoff here from Stone. See if Stone actually kicks it that far.
I would see him just kind of pooching it down there. Well, he kicked off to him.
And it goes to Radalunas at his own 13-yard line. Has some blockers, gets to the edge on the far side of the field, and will step out just shy of the 40.
I'm a little surprised they kicked to him. He's pretty quick.
Yeah.
He is pretty quick.
So here comes Souhegan's offense for the first time today. Mike Fiengo entering today. 30 of 49 on passing, 535 yards, 6 touchdowns on the season. Has not thrown an interception. Radalunas needs 18 yards here today rushing to reach 1,000 this season already here in week 6. In the shotgun, Fiengo.
Ooh, bad snap
down low, and the Wildcat to Brandt. Brandt going to air it out and still finds his receiver. A toe tap on the far sideline of the Bobcat 41 is going to be good to Kobe Morin. What a broken play, and it worked out.
Well, and the thing is, when that ball came in there, he was pushed out when he was in the air, so that was a completion all the way, even though the Plymouth kid thought it wasn't going to be.
So Wildcat right off the bat. Fiengo's on the sideline. Keeper Radalunas, who took the direct snap, will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it looks like Souhegan's going to come out with a wild and woolly offense. They're going to try doing some things, and they look like they've got great speed, and that will be Plymouth will be tested on that.
So no gain for Radalunas, 2nd and 10. We officially have it marked to start at the 43 of the Bobcats. Morin in motion. Handoff. Radalunas gets absolutely stuffed. Great job coming in from Aiden Bryant, number 63, getting his arm in on the ball and pulling him down.
Brought down by Bryant.
So 3rd and 9.
Let's hear it from the hill.
Well, we're not seeing Fiengo at quarterback.
Nope, he's been on the sideline this whole first drive so far.
And actually, the Cole Brandt.
Wildcat here. Brandt going to throw it out to the far side. It's incomplete. Looking for Liam Bright. And it's a 4th down coming up.
Well, that pass wasn't very well thrown.
So Fiengo is dressed on the far side, or on the sideline underneath your camera. We're up in the library on the far side of your screen. And it doesn't look like he's coming in anytime soon. So clearly designed here by Souhegan. And they're going to go for it on 4th and 8, 4th and 9. Bryant, quarterback keeper, he's spinning and driving, and he falls forward, and it should be enough for a first down. What an effort from Brandt.
It was a great effort on his part. He hit and spun and got the first down. Plymouth had him three times, and they just couldn't hold him back. So unfortunately for Plymouth, that's going to be a first down.
Just under 2 minutes to go, opening quarter. Bobcats lead 3-0 here at home. And a whistle. Yeah, it should be a false start on the offense, and it is.
Kind of like a mirror image of Plymouth on their run when they got the penalty.
False start, Sabres.
So now 1st and 15 from the 37. Brandt still in at quarterback. Looking for the option, has nowhere to go, and it's Legacy that rips him down in the backfield, a loss of about 6.
Legacy just gave him a little bear hug and flung him around. But you could tell that they were trying to run. They were going to run the quarterback option from there. But Plymouth had that covered pretty well. Even the pitch guy was covered, which is why the quarterback didn't pitch it. And Plymouth did a great job. I think you can't string things out too long against Plymouth because they've got such a great ability to chase the ball. But you've got to hit quicker than that if you're going to be successful.
2nd and 19 from the 41 now. Radalunas as the Wildcat. He'll keep it. Driving, and he'll get maybe 3. I'll give him about 2 on the carry. I'll give him 3.
Radalunas on the carry.
Plymouth's defensive line has proven to be pretty tough to run between the tackles against, and there was another example of that. He tried to fake and go right up the middle, but there were too many Bobcats in the way.
Radalunas now 14 yards away from 1,000 rushing unofficially. As horn will sound to end the first quarter of action here from Plymouth Regional High School, and it's the Bobcats, thanks to a 41-yard field goal attempt, and which was good from the likes of Bryson Stone. Gives the Bobcats a 3-0 lead. We'll be back in just a moment here on Pemmy Baker TV. Back here on Pemmy Baker TV, you see some great crowd on the hillside here just below us in the library.
I don't know, but I've spent more time in this library than I ever did when I was in school. So,
well, it's the Learning Commons for a reason. helps everybody out. So we're waiting on the correct spot. Officials say it's good.
Third down. Let's hear it from the hill.
Third and 16. Carry here going forward. As Raul Lunes will get about 3 more. I'll give him a couple.
Well, we're going to see some kind of option perhaps. No, maybe not.
Brent in the shotgun. Trips at the bottom of your screen. Brent going to air it out over the middle and underthrows it, but finds Morin inside the 20 for a Sabres first down. Kobe Morin, the sophomore tight end, making some big catches here in the first half for Souhegan on the road.
Well, he's the kid that they've been throwing to. If you look at your most effective guys, you have the quarterback who's not in the game, and then you've got the other running back. But this other kid, he's
it's this one's through the hands of Raul Lunes on the snap, and he'll have to fall on it back at the 37. And a couple of bad snaps here in the drive for Souhegan.
Touchdown in the backfield.
Yeah, well, that's a good one for Plymouth. They needed that.
Second and 29, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think you Concord Trailways. I think you need a bus ticket to get to the first down mark, but which first down would be at the 7-8 yard line.
Yep. So second and 29 from the 37. Keeper all the way for Raul Lunes, and he'll get 1. And a whistle for an injured player, and that is Sean Reardon.
He's holding the back of his left knee.
I wonder if he got rolled up on.
Well, it's
never want to see. It's just off your screen to the left. As the training staff will come out and take a look at him. 10:03 left here in the second quarter. Bobcats leading 3-0. And he's someone who really is a dynamic player for Souhegan, and I know there's a lot of depth on that Souhegan roster, but he's one player you can't really afford to lose too often. But with that, as he's tended to, we'll step aside one more time here on Pemmy Baker TV. Bobcats leading 3-0. Back on Pemmy Baker TV, Sean Reardon being helped off the field, off the bottom of your screen right now. And Coach, as you mentioned, favoring that leg pretty heavily right now.
Yeah, he looks like it's pretty sore.
We wish him the best, and hopefully he can return and nothing serious.
Well, it doesn't look like we'll see him in the next series, but you never know. These young guys heal a lot quicker than us old guys.
So pardon my math correction. It is, well, they put it back at the 3rd and 30. Brandt trying to get towards the edge and has nowhere to go. Legacy in there with Valenti.
Yeah. Legacy did a great job fighting off that blocker and just spreading that out, and Valenti was coming behind him, and they wrapped him up pretty good. So we're looking at 4th down now.
And you're going to look at punt unit for sure. Brody Smith lining up like he's going to punt it away. Here with 9 minutes and counting left in the second. It's a good snap. Sent out to the near side by Smith, and a friendly Sabres bounce, and they've nearly perfected that down inside the 10 at about the 7 or 8. That's where Plymouth will take over.
He did a nice job. He just kicked it end over end away from the receiver, who was back for the punt. And they had great coverage. So now it's time for Plymouth to try to generate some kind of a drive down the field. They can chew up a lot of the clock and hopefully put another 7 points on the board.
Here come the Bobcats offense. Handoff. Ciotti near side. Ball comes out. Souhegan think they have it. No signal yet.
They're pretty adamant, but
they're going to say Plymouth recovered
looks like
it.
Plymouth recovered it.
Second down on a lucky break for the Bobcats.
Thank you, football gods.
Exactly.
That would have been a pretty important turnaround for Souhegan.
2nd and 3. Out here at the 14-yard line.
Especially when you get into this territory, you've got to really protect the football.
Handoff left side as Valenti's tripped up, but should have enough for the first down, and will do so.
Valenti on the carry.
Souhegan's linebackers are doing a pretty good job getting to the running back, but the offensive line for Plymouth is opening up 3 to 4 yards every time they run.
Big shout out to Bobcat Field Hockey in a very important 2-1 win at home over Hanover yesterday. Puts them at 10-6 at the end of the regular season in 7th place and a chance for playoffs. This is fumbled on the pitch out, and all sorts of things breaking down there for the Bobcats. What happened there? Valenti able to recover.
Yeah, Valenti took his eyes off the ball. Sanborn tossed the ball. Valenti wasn't looking, and it was tossed a little behind him, so they needed to see that thing through, but fortunately they got the ball back, but now they're looking at about 20 yards for a first down.
Yep, 2nd and 18 here, just under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Sanborn under center. Handoff, double handoff, and it's fumbled again! The double handoff from Legacy to Marsh, and Souhegan recovers inside the 10. Oh, what a sloppy drive there from the Bobcats.
That's a great play when it works, but that was just the exchange. The second exchange was just not there. People need to, you teach your quarterbacks and anybody handing off the ball, look the ball in. Don't pretend it's somewhere else. You got to look it into the stomach, and the person's got to open up to receive the ball, get it in the basket. But that was just poorly executed by Plymouth.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line for Souhegan to start their second drive, and a chance to take the lead on the road. And Fiengo into the game for the first time today, and we're going to have to take a timeout for Plymouth. And they do, otherwise there's going to be offside and all sorts of chaos. So Plymouth burns another timeout. We'll step aside, 6:24 to go in the second quarter. Bobcats hanging on to a 3-0 lead. Back here out of the Bobcats' second timeout. First and goal from the 9. Fiengo in the shotgun into the game for the first time today. Radalunas will be moved out to the bottom of your screen. Throws to him. He has it. Dives for the pylon. And we wait for the signal. He's in. A Souhegan touchdown.
Touchdown, Sabres.
And the Sabres take the lead.
Nice job. He zipped it out on the sideline. There was nobody there to cover him. And great play by the quarterback. It's just interesting. We haven't seen him until now.
Yep.
So, maybe there is some kind of injury, but he can play sparingly. And maybe they figure that they'll put him in when they need him. But he certainly did a great job there. I think we got too much time probably.
Flag, too many men, all sorts of a mess.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to call it a false start. So someone left the line of scrimmage and ran for the sideline for Souhegan. So we'll back him up here. Get a 25-yard extra point attempt. Healy will line up. Kick is drilled, and it is good. And a 7-3 Souhegan lead here late in the second quarter.
Well, this has been a little less than I think we expected because there have been a lot of mistakes made on both sides of the ball, penalties, fumbles, and it's not quite what we expected this time of the season, but it is what it is. Of course, both teams have got to be feeling a lot of pressure. They're both undefeated, and they know how important this game is. And Souhegan and Plymouth have had such a rivalry over the decades.
Yeah, but to say the last 2 decades for sure.
Yeah.
The COVID championship game, all the playoff games here in recent years as well. It's been exciting. So we'll see how the Bobcats respond and see if Healy will go short with his kickoff.
Well, I'm not sure how deep he can actually kick it. They're just inside the 20-yard line. So he may not have a big foot. Certainly is big enough for the extra point.
Yeah.
But
he'll squib it to the far side. It's off of Simeon Crane, and luckily Stone is able to come up, or correction, that's Taylor Russo able to come up and fall on it. And boy, there's been more sloppy plays already here in the first half than I feel like we've seen all season.
yeah, definitely.
Bobcats take over, 6:13 on the clock. Bobcats from the 31. Fullback handoff. And Russo rolls for about 6.
Russo on the carry.
I think the quick hitting stuff straight ahead is the best way to attack this defense. I think you try to go wide on them. They've got too much team speed. And I think our offensive line can handle their defensive line.
See what happens here. 2nd and 4. Handoff, Russo gets wrapped up by Rodalunes and gets a couple. Give him, let's see who they mark. They'll give him 3, so 3rd and 1 coming up. Logan Marsh in. Same with Legacy. Got Valenti as well in the backfield. Valenti with the carry. 1st down and more across the 45.
Valenti on the carry.
So the ground and pound continues for the Bobcats. Under 5 minutes to go in the second, Coach.
Well, I think this is what they've got to do. And then if they're going to throw, they can throw out of a play action.
Valenti with the carry across midfield and more. Tripped up last second by Lunes across the 40. A shoe top tackle to prevent what could have been a touchdown.
Good for another Bobcat first down.
Plymouth going to a hurry-up offense.
20-yard carry there for Valenti. Here's Valenti again into the secondary and drives. I think he targeted a group of people to drive through, but he's down at the 25, 26-yard line.
So you think he's in a mosh pit? Plymouth's going with this hurry-up. It's got pass wide open. Did he catch it?
He did.
He did.
Cooper Legacy at the 20, enough for a first down.
He was wide open in the flat. That pass play has worked for them all season long. And this hurry-up offense has got Souhegan scrambling.
They're gassed right now a little bit. Stone at the top of your screen. It's a wide receiver. Handoff, wide open, Logan Marsh inside the 10, down to the 6. It's first and goal, Bobcats.
Well, this is a burst of fresh air for the Bobcats, and this hurry-up offense seems to be working for them. It's Souhegan's kind of looking around at each other. Where do we go now? But Plymouth's just pounding the ball down.
Valenti to cap it off, and he's in for a Bobcat touchdown.
Well, retaliation didn't take long on that one, Dan.
Not at all.
No, and I'll tell you, the tempo changed, and Plymouth was in total control. They just kept running the ball right, left, straight ahead stuff inside the tackles. The running backs did. Valenti did a great job. Marsh had a great run before that touchdown run, and they mixed the pass in, which was nice.
Very impressive drive there. A 69-yard drive by the Bobcats. And the kick is up and good.
No good.
Oh, no good. My apologies.
It was off to the right.
Off the right.
And again, he crushed that field goal, but man, it's the inconsistencies, and I just hope by the time we get to the playoffs that he's got that taken care of. But he's got a great foot. You just don't know when it's going to show up.
I mean, if Bryson Stone can be useful from 40 yards out, it brings a big dynamic for playoff time.
Absolutely.
Well, 3:27 to go, second quarter. Bobcats up by 2.
It really seems, and I mean, you look at the penalties and the mistakes on each side of the ball. This is a pretty well matched up two teams, I think. I do not think I want to kick the ball deep, though. I would think I want to squib it myself. I'd rather see them start with the ball around the 25 than a possible run back.
Well, we'll see what Stone does here. He does go long. Brandt at his 18. Dives past one and is tackled at about the 35.
That was a mistake.
Yeah, that was Dom Ciotti that got slipped up and beat there.
Well, he's the contain. Well, it's either he or the guy inside him or the contain. If he was going for the tackle, that's one thing, but nobody was containing. That should not have happened. And I'm sure that the coach will be going over that on Monday.
So 1st and 10 from Souhegan's 34. Brandt will be back in at quarterback. He'll roll out to his right, gonna air it out, looking for Morin, and he finds him across the 40. What a throw in Morin with what a catch. Oh my.
First down, Sabres.
Great pass. There was only one guy that could have caught that, and he did.
About a 35-yard catch there.
Yeah, Brody Rousseau just got a little bit behind him.
So just like that, Souhegan in Bobcat territory. Brant going to throw it out to the top of your screen, and no one there.
So I think that everybody I thought you had it. No, I thought you had it. That ball was near nobody.
It was behind Knuckles there. Chase Knuckles, number 4, who was trying to set up a block on the screen. So a little miscommunication on that play.
It looked like they were going to throw just a swing pass this way, but that ball went to nobody. We'll take it.
2nd and 10, Sabres. Inside the Bobcat 35. Brent going to roll out to his left and tuck and run. Foot race as Legacy drops him out of bounds.
That's going to be...
Souhegan wanted a flag, but nothing coming.
Yeah,
He grabbed him in play.
He did.
So we'll give him a gain of 6 on the keeper. 3rd and 4 now, with 3 minutes and exactly to go here in the first half. Gotta watch out for number 1 and Morin. Brent tucks and runs. Kind of setting up a weird option, but he'll get the first down at the 21.
Brant on the keeper. Brought down by Legacy.
Cooper Legacy in on the tackle. Plymouth would love to have a stop here before the half. Long time here in the huddle. Morin in motion. Hand off to him on the near side. Has some running room inside the 10. The ball comes out.
Ball's out.
It's knocked free, and Bobcats believe they've recovered it. I believe Taylor Russo knocked it free. There's still a fight for it. But Plymouth say they have it. Hussein Sarian, number 66, I think he came up with it.
Let's see what the officials say.
They do!
Plymouth got the ball back.
Bobcats have it at their own 5, I believe. Where are they going to mark this?
Fumble on the play, recovered
that cutback killed him. I also thought it was going to get him in the end zone, but like you said, Legacy stripped the ball, and Plymouth's got it back. So we got 2 minutes, 13 seconds. Plymouth's up 9-7 in the second quarter, and Plymouth should sustain the drive here. They may go to their 2-minute offense. Who knows? I think they got to get it out of here, though, first.
Yes. It's either Taylor Russo or Cooper Legacy, one of the 28 or 38 we're seeing from distance.
Yeah. We're in double tights now, so we're in a straight-ahead offense.
Handoff Valenti, gets some room through the line of scrimmage and gets about 4 or 5 yards. And they'll give him 5 right at the 10-yard line.
Okay. We'll look at Marsh, just came in for Rousseau.
Minute 47 and counting here, second quarter.
10 from the 16.
So 1st and 10 Bobcats. We apologize, a little glitch in our system there for a second. Marsh with the carry out to about the 20.
Marsh on the carry, good for 5.
So they'll give him 5. Bobcats still 1 timeout remaining if they want to use it. Probably not here with 33 seconds and ticking away. And again, Souhegan will get the ball as they defer to the second half. Chance for probably one more play if Plymouth decides to go for it. They do with Marsh. He's hit right away, as that's Alex Sarfdi there, number 52 with a tackle.
Looks like it's going to run out here for the
is
first
going
half.
to run it out as a back and forth, a little sloppy at times, but it's Plymouth with a 9-7 lead at the half, and it's been exciting, Coach.
It has. And you know, the fumbles and the penalties have gone both ways. I think you got two pretty well-matched teams here. I think that with their starting quarterback out, I think this has definitely made a difference. There must be some kind of an injury there where he can play limited. He certainly came in for one play and threw a touchdown pass.
Yeah.
So we'll
Not bad coming off the bench, throwing one play, throw a touchdown, walk back off.
And I think maybe Souhegan thought Plymouth wasn't going to be as tough as they have become, as they found out. And they may have thought they could get away with not playing him, but obviously these teams are two pretty well matched teams, and it's pretty equal all the way around, I think.
It's a great one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. Get you set for second half kickoff, but at the break, it's Plymouth Regional 9, Souhegan 7. You're watching Bobcat football here on Pemmy Baker TV. Welcome back, fans, here on Pemmy Baker TV. Dan Salzer alongside Mike Courier. And Coach, a first half that we really weren't expecting to see, and we're in for a solid second half coming up.
Yeah, again, it's going to come down to it's 9-7. Plymouth's got a 2-point lead here, but it's going to come down to the mistakes and who makes fewer. We've seen fumbles, we've seen penalties. Unlike both of these teams, I think, thus far. But part of it could be the level of competition they feel towards each other that have them a little bit more on edge. I don't know.
Well, we'll see. Again, Souhegan won the toss, elected to defer to the second half. We've only seen Mike Fiango in for one play. It was the 9-yard touchdown pass to Guadalunas. But other than that, it's been some Wildcat action, and Brandt in at quarterback. Final warm-ups here. Again, fans, join us next week. Friday night, under the lights, down at Merrimack Valley. The Bobcats will take on the Pride. And then also next week, as you Sabre fans know, it's a big one. Pelham, Souhegan. And that's kind of all to play for in the West Conference of Division II. Other Bobcat news, boys soccer falling to Campbell last night at home 4-0. It was 1-0 at the break, but just too much of Campbell in the second half. That game was live right here on Pemmy Baker TV. So, Coach, ready for the kickoff, and Stone's gone deep twice so far.
We'll see. And again, I just don't want to. I don't want to give Guadalunas the opportunity to bring one back.
Back underway in the second half. It goes to the near side, and it will be a kickoff out of bounds. So covering there was Chase Knuckles, number 4, the senior wide receiver. and just saw it out of bounds. So that will put Souhegan at their own 35-yard line.
Illegal procedure on the Bobcats.
Well, Plymouth's got to come out pop in the second half. They've got to stop this drive, get the ball back, and make it count. But this Souhegan team has been a lot of motion, a lot of misdirection, and they've been doing it without their starting quarterback, which has been a little bit of a surprise. But they obviously have good athletes all around.
Yep, Cole Brent back in. Will take the snap. Low snap at his knee. Tried to fake an option to no one there, and Russo and a few others coming into the tackle.
Yeah, that snap was about shin high on his left foot, and he looked like he was initially going to go right. So that kind of threw him in the tailspin. And
he is the one down right now. Slow to get back up after the tackle. And, excuse me, it was Met Wally in on the tackle originally for the Bobcats.
Fiengo comes in.
So we hope that the sophomore and Brent is going to be okay, as he's up walking off under his own power.
Yeah, a little bit of a limp, but I think that we'll see him back in soon.
And so here's Mike Fiengo, the traditional starting quarterback from the way the stats look.
And Fiengo can also run as well as pass, so he becomes quite a threat.
Comes in 2nd and 10 from the 35. Guadalunas 12 yards away from 1,000 on the season. It's a fumbled snap. It rolls back to him. Throw out to Morin. Morin trying to get the edge on the near side. Dives for the sticks. And we'll see where they mark it. It looks like they're going to give him a first down.
Well, Morin did a great job catching that. That was thrown at his feet, and he picked that thing up. It looked like the reception we had against the Falcons when Edelman made that catch.
But a broken play goes for 10. Lunes on the outside, across midfield and more, and there it is. Over 1,000 yards rushing this season for the senior.
Well, this is the dynamic that Fiengo brings when he's in the game. It allows Guadalunas the opportunity to do what he does best, which is run. And not out of a wildcat where everybody knows you got the ball and you're going to be carrying it.
So 15 yards, again, gives Rylan Guadalunas the 1,000 yards this season. Fiengo going to throw it, finds his target. Nice catch there from Knuckles, and it's enough for another Sabres first down.
Well, you watch Fiengo, he walks with confidence out there. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he needs to do. And I think the whole team is kind of feeling that you're more in sync with him there.
1st and 10 from the Bobcat 30. Fiengo will stay in the shotgun. Fiengo going to step up in the pocket, air it out, and that's going to be about 5 yards too deep for Knuckles.
And that's the good news because he had room and he was open.
Fiengo's pass is incomplete.
So 2nd and 10. Radaluna still on his feet across the 20 with a carry. Refusing to go down. And it's another Souhegan first down.
Just a pitch to
Brought down by Russo.
just a quick pitch to the left, and he just took off and did what he does.
1st and 10 inside the red zone at the Bobcat 19 now. Fiengo will move Radalunas outside, going to air it for the end zone. Finds Morin over the shoulder, a beautiful touchdown catch.
Perfect pass, perfect reception. Plymouth was 2 defenders within 4 or 5 yards of the receiver. Again, that ball was thrown perfectly.
So with 9:30 to go here in the third, Souhegan back on top. And Souhegan's going to go for 2 now. And I like that. It takes Plymouth field goal out of play. So Souhegan going to get the spot placed near the left hash. They say left middle. 2-point try. Fiengo going to scramble, going to try to get the edge, and he's going to be pushed out shy. And the 2-point conversion is no good.
The 2-point try.
Good job by Plymouth keeping that. I thought they may perhaps run some kind of an option to the right. The way it looked, they were going to bring their 2 set men down across the middle and go right. But Fiengus has proven since last year anyway that when he has the option to pitch or run, he wants to run.
Mm-hmm.
And that one didn't work. But Plymouth did a nice job keeping that, keeping them out from that.
So with Brant heading out with an apparent injury at the beginning of this drive, Mike Fiengo comes in and helps take his team 65 yards down the field as Souhegan back on top 13-9.
Well, we watched Plymouth the last time they went down and scored. They mustered up their own 69-yard drive, and they went no huddle and changed the pace of the game, and it worked quite well for them. So we'll see what Coach does on this series, but Plymouth needs to take one down and put it in.
Healy ready to kick it off here from his own 40. Driven low, going towards Simeon Crane. He'll take a hit across the 40, but good field position for Plymouth to start their next drive.
Yeah, he was able to field that one, which was good, so he could at least control the ball, and he picked up a couple of yards on a return.
So 1st and 10 Bobcats. So glad you could join us here on Pemmy Baker TV. Again, a little short staff, so the team is running our camera as well as their camera here this afternoon. Sanborn back under center. Handoff in the back, and Russo shoot top tackled across midfield.
Russo looked like he had his eyes on the end zone on that, and I think if he hadn't been grabbed by the ankle, he might have been down there.
Plymouth going back, no huddle. Worked for them at the end of the second. Valenti on the edge, cuts back up on that left side and will be tackled shy of the 40. We'll give him about 6.
Valenti on the carry.
We've got somebody down.
Yeah, there's a Bobcat.
25 looks like Russo.
Is it Russo? Yeah, he's favoring his arm.
Brody Rousseau. That will be a loss if he's coming out of the game.
You look at what Russo has done this season. 20 carries, 188 yards, 2 touchdowns entering today's game. Also has added 6 catches for 95 yards and 2 touchdown receptions. A lot that has been formed around him with this offense. So with that, with the training staff taking a look at Russo, we'll be back in just a moment on Pemmy Baker TV.
Yeah, it looks like he's okay.
Yeah, he's okay. Back here on Pemmy Baker TV. Russo able to get up under his own power, tried to get back in the huddle, and was told by the officials, you've got to sit out for at least one. John Bruley still taking a look at Russo on the sideline. 2nd down and 4.
And Logan Marsh is in for Russo.
Marsh, handoff, hit right away. Wadalunas with a tackle.
They ran an inside trap on that, and it was shut down right away.
Wadalunas was sitting there waiting for him. Third down and 4 still. They'll give him actually a yard, so 3rd and 3. Here with just over 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Stone, the wide receiver. Handoff Valenti. Trying to get some blockers, still on his feet across the 35. And another Bobcat first down.
Valenti on the carry.
Valenti always looks like a couple steps away from breaking it.
Again, the Souhegan secondary has been so strong. No huddle. Marsh hit right away. They'll give him 2 with forward progress.
Marsh on the carry.
So at some point at the end of today, whenever this game goes final, there'll be one team left undefeated in Division II. Again, if you're just tuning in and haven't heard, Trinity knocked off Pelham last night. A big upset win. 2nd and 8. Handoff right side. Good work there coming from Legacy.
They went backside away from strength
Brody
that
Russo
time.
on the carry.
Correction, Russo on the carry. Third and 4.
We're double tights now, so we're looking for some kind of power.
They'll bring the double shift to the right side. Fullback handoff in Russo, and he's got nowhere to go. So no gain. Now they'll give him 1. 4th and 3. And what does Plymouth do here, Coach?
Well, I don't know. Bootleg looks pretty good to me. They got everybody coming down. Everybody is centered on the middle of the line, and I don't know.
Yeah, you're going to go for it.
It's hard to say. Hard to say. You know, with power right now, I mean, I think you got to go with Valenti behind two running backs to block for him.
4th and 3. Handoff. Valenti. Nowhere to go. Souhegan will get the ball back. Turnover on downs. And that has the Sabres all fired up, and rightfully so.
Well, you can only go to the well so many times, and that wasn't quite what I expected, but it's been successful, so, you know, I'm not questioning.
It would have been a 45-ish yard attempt.
And you'd still be down by 1.
Exactly. But nevertheless, 1st and 10, Souhegan, 5:27 to go, 3rd quarter. Fiengo will lead his team back onto the field. 3 wide receivers set. Fiengo getting rushed, dumps it off, has Radalunas, and he will get about 12 for another Souhegan first down. Again, low throw from Fiengo.
Brought down by Marsh.
It's one of those deals where the receiver made him look good.
Well, nevertheless, it's working for him.
It is.
In the shotgun. Pitch out here. Radalunas trying to cut back up inside, and Cooper Legacy says, I don't think so, but there's a flag coming in from the backfield.
Flag down on the play.
Cooper Legacy was right there in a hurry.
So is this a hold?
Came, I think, from the back judge. It is on the offense.
So Coach Sanborn says, let's take him back.
So they'll make it 1st and 20 on the holding penalty.
Penalty for holding.
Put Souhegan at their own 29-yard line. Double shift for Souhegan. Radalunas with some blockers off that double shift. Still has it after contact and is out to the 35.
He's got good balance. He had 2 guys trying to tackle him, and he shook them off. I think with him, you've got to stay lower than he is. He hipping up. It's going to be hard to hold him back.
Makes it 2nd and 12, 8-yard carry there for the senior. If you're just tuning in, unofficially over 1,000 yards rushing this season through 6+ games. Unbelievable stat. Plymouth in the shift. Radalunas will move out. Fiengo going to air it over the middle. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage. And it will fall incomplete.
Nice job. I think for Plymouth, the tip was by Aiden Bryant, I believe.
I thought it was 63, Aiden Bryant.
Yeah.
Able to get his arm up and knock that one.
6'2" does help.
So 3rd and long here. Plymouth could get the momentum back on their side with a big stop.
We haven't seen any kind of screen pass or anything like that all day on either side.
No.
And now we're looking at something that may look like, let's see what they end up in.
Harris will move up. Radalunas play action. Fiengo going to roll out, find it incomplete. Intended for Liam Bright, number 3, the junior wide receiver, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, he didn't even get it close on that, so throwing on the run. The coverage was pretty good, too, by Plymouth. So that was that's a big stop for Plymouth.
So there was an injury timeout. Logan Marsh getting helped off by trainer and John Bruley. But punt unit coming on. Brody Smith ready to punt it away for the Sabres.
Chances are he'll be punting to his right, away from the return man.
High snap. Nearly blocked. That one is going to go to the right-hand side, as you called. A favorable roll for the Bobcats back out to their own 34-yard line. So Plymouth, a couple of big breaks. Need to get some points here.
Well, I think Coach has got to look to mix in a little passing here too. Souhegan is putting 9 or 10 guys in the box. It makes it tough to run tackle to tackle.
Pick up your prize at the top of the hill.
So 1st and 10 now, Bobcats. Barg went in for the first time as a wide receiver, quarterback keeper, and Souhegan was not fooled. Jonathan Bauscha, number 66, was right there.
There was no trickery on that one. Tried to go with that quarterback draw after the fake handoff.
A loss of 2. Clock under 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. A Bargwen and Legacy in here. Sanborn in the shotgun. Blitz coming. Handoff, Valenti. Again, maybe gets one. And Souhegan's defense is stifling at the moment.
Valenti on the carry.
I'll give him 1 yard.
Yeah, I do think quick straight ahead dive may work a little bit better. You hesitate much, and Souhegan's pretty athletic. They are, those kids out there are pretty trim, and they move pretty well. So I think that you can't give them a lot of time to catch up to you. You got to hit quick and straight ahead.
3rd and long. Sanborn going to air it out. Beautiful throw for Stone, and just a couple yards over his head.
Pretty good coverage. Pretty good coverage by Aiden Reardon on that as well.
So just like that, 3 and out for Plymouth. And the Bobcats struggling coming out of the locker room here in the 2nd half.
I think we're looking at an attempt of a block here. They got one guy back and everybody else on the line. So I think we're looking at an attempt to block this.
They've got the speed. They penetrate. And a beautiful side kick from Stone. Fair catch. Fumble.
Plymouth's got the ball.
Plymouth has it.
Plymouth's got the ball.
Radalunas fumbled the fair catch.
That is huge. That is huge for Plymouth. He put the fair catch up, which was great.
It's Cam Magoon, number 54.
Fumble recovered on the play by number 54, Cam Magoon.
Woo-hoo!
Well, you can second guess all you want. Should he have just let it go? But he called a fair catch, but it was like he had his arm in the air and the ball was coming down. He didn't have time to really catch it. But you know what? We'll take it.
Yeah.
As the hometown television station, we'll take it.
Well, it puts Plymouth now at Souhegan's 25 and 1st and 10. That's one way to get down the field. Handoff, Russo backing his way forward and still going for about 5.
Looked a little like a scrum there. I think we had a little rugby going on there. Or the big push-tush. The tush-push.
Either way.
Brody Russo on the carry.
A lot of talking happening after the whistle between the teams. The referees kind of trying to calm it down. They'll give him 5. 2nd and 5, 1 minute to go here in the quarter at the 20. Sanborn gonna air it out for Stone, and there's a lot of contact, but definitely not going to be called there.
And that ball wasn't catchable.
No.
He overthrew that too much.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And again, with the rush that Souhegan's putting on, I wouldn't be surprised if screen pass might be successful. Or if they have I know they have a tight end screen, and could be a good time. I don't know.
We'll see. Legacy is subbed out. Marsh and Russo are in. Same with Valenti, I believe, in the huddle. So they hurry to the line. Going to the double handoff. Marsh through the middle, and it's popped right away. That was a good designed run. It was better, obviously, the last time with a fumble. But it's 4th and 3.
And again, that play takes a while to develop. I'm not sure inside the 20-yard line. Doesn't give you a lot of room to work with.
Plymouth lining up like they're going to go for it here. On 4th down inside the red zone. As we'll probably see the clock wind down and end the third quarter with 3 seconds. Don't think Plymouth's going to get it off, and they are not. So we hit the end of the third quarter here from Plymouth Regional High School as Souhegan retakes the lead after going 65 yards to start the second half as they lead it 13-9. You're watching Bobcat football here on Pemmy Baker TV. To the fourth quarter we go. Dan Salzer alongside Mike Courier. Plymouth with a 4th and 3 situation facing them.
And they got Marsh at quarterback. I'm
Nope,
sorry.
It's Sanborn, but here's
sorry.
Valenti, and again, a turnover on downs. Souhegan's defense holds once again.
I thought for a minute that was Marsh in there, but I was wrong.
Again, we are what feels like a mile away. Great view, though.
Yeah.
So with that, Souhegan can really open up this game. They'll start at their own 16. Fiango going to scramble as the blitz came. Dumps it off to Radalunas, but it will drop it incomplete.
It looked like he was trying to do a quick screen to the backside, but it was covered.
Fiango incomplete, intended for Radalunas.
That was well covered by Plymouth. The corners got out where they needed to be. They did a good job.
So a breather here for the Bobcats defense. Knuckles at the top of your screen. In motion, Morin. Fiango gonna try to tuck and run here as the pocket collapsed, and he'll step out shy of the 20. And some more contact on the far side. Souhegan wanted a flag, but nothing coming.
Fiango on the keeper.
Give him 4 on the carry.
Pushed out of bounds by Legacy.
3rd and 6 from the 20-yard line.
And again, big play for Plymouth here. They need to shut this one down.
Head coach Robin Boquette and his crew getting the signals in. Fiango gonna roll out. Looking downfield for Morin, and does he make the catch? He does. Another big-time catch, but he's hurt on the play.
And that was good coverage. I mean, it could have gone either way. But heck of a catch by the receiver.
It's only a sophomore. Kobe Morin has been outstanding, but I wonder if his knee buckled when he came down on the catch. That's kind of what it's looking like right now.
Knees and ankles, you don't want those injured.
So hopefully he can continue. We've seen a lot of players go down here today. And training staff just working on his leg. So here, Coach, I mean, Plymouth needs another big stop. Needs something and get some momentum going offensively.
That looks like an ankle. But, yeah, Plymouth is definitely, they had him down there, and that was a phenomenal catch by the receiver, and they earned that one.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the Souhegan 45-yard line. Yeah, Souhegan's been comfortable here, moving the ball as they please in the second half. Oh, well, referee says run the clock. Another side judge says blow the whistle. And we're going to have a discussion here. So everything appears to be situated. 1st and 10 as the clock will restart. Fiengo in the shotgun. Guadalunas to his back left side. Quarterback design play, hits Legacy, and Legacy drops him for a 2-yard gain.
Fiengo on the keeper.
Time going to start becoming a factor quick here, Mike. Oh, Plymouth jumps again. And once again, it's Aiden Bryant. So it'll make it 2nd and 3.
Encroachment on Plymouth.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see them try to wing this thing. They've got 3 plays to get to 3 yards.
They'll break the huddle. Wide receivers already in set. Quarterback keeper on the option. He trips over midfield. Fiengo looks like he'll just get back to that line of scrimmage. We'll stay 3rd and 3.
Fiengo on the keeper. Brought down by Ciani.
Quickly to the line. Go the Sabres. Fiengo. Throw over the middle. Has his target. It's a great catch there from Harris, number 22. And it's a Sabres first down.
Fiengo complete to Harris.
He just shot that in there. Nice quick pass.
Brought down by Brody Russo.
Kind of a short hook. And that's all they needed.
So the drive continues for Souhegan as they continue to chew up some clock here on the road. (13-9) Souhegan at the 42 of Plymouth. Option, keeper. Fiango, stiff arms, still across the 35 before he's wrapped up and tackled near the sticks for a first down.
When the ball's in his hand, you might as well just tackle him because he is not going to relinquish to anybody else.
Yeah.
We saw that last year. You know, he runs an option, but he doesn't pitch.
So it's enough for a first down on the 10-yard quarterback keeper. 8:45 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Four-point game. Guadalunas with the carry. He's stuffed by Russo and a few others. Mewali in there as well. Be a loss of 1.
Lights went out pretty quick on that one.
I'll give him a loss of 2.
On the carry. Brought down by Bryant from the wing.
That's the way to go. Aiden makes a mistake with the offside, but then comes back and stuffs a guy for a 2-yard loss. That's how you get back up and get back on the horse.
A slew of Bobcats in on that tackle. Souhegan will break the huddle. Reardon in motion. Quarterback keeper does pitch it out to Reardon across the 30 and tackled at about the 25. So much for that, Coach.
Well, you know, there's always that outlier. But he ran it well, and he ran it, a right-handed guy running it to the left. He did a nice job with the pitch. And he actually cut it up like he was going to run. He ran it very, very well and then just pitched outside. And he picked up probably 6 or 7 yards anyway.
Well, it's 3rd and 4. So you give him 8 on that play. Empty backfield. And we'll have the audible here. Under 7 remaining. Fiango gonna air it for the end zone, and it's incomplete. A flag coming in. He was looking for Knuckles.
He was falling down.
Yeah.
I don't know. That ball was not catchable, but you know, the contact was made.
It's on Ben Valenti. So this will make it an automatic first down. And a chance for Souhegan to put a lot of pressure on Plymouth and almost seal it here with approaching 6 minutes to go. Yeah, they're going to mark it off now.
Penalty for pass interference on Plymouth.
So 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Fiango going to roll out to his right. Again looking for the end zone, and that's caught but out of bounds. Incomplete. Kobe Morin back in. Great to see he's okay. Try to drag the toe.
Decent coverage. The ball was not catchable by anybody but one of their players, but unfortunately for them, they were out of bounds.
Souhegan looking to go up by 10. On the option, throw out, finds Morin, shakes off one tackle at the 10. The ball comes free, but able to recover it is Morin.
Russo had him early on and slipped off, but they had enough Bobcats to rally up and make the stop.
3rd and 2. Or 3rd and 1 now from the 5-yard line. On a quiet hillside all of a sudden here in the 4th quarter with 6 minutes and counting. Long time, Souhegan just burning off the clock as much as they can. I think they're going to take their first time out here. As there's the timeout. So Souhegan takes their first, bleeding as much clock as they can. 5:33 to go. Bobcats trail at home as Souhegan threatens to open up the lead a little bit more here on Pemmy Baker TV. Welcome back out of the timeout by Souhegan. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Sabres. Knuckles in motion. Quarterback keeper. Looked like a hold there, but nevertheless still gets the first down. Plymouth wanted a hold.
Well, Marsh had a shot at him, but didn't quite hold on to him. It looked like they went unbalanced left on that on the line, too.
So it is 1st and goal from the 3. Souhegan looking to put a dagger in Plymouth right now. First and goal. Luna gonna walk in untouched for a Sabres touchdown. All alone, able to get to the edge and cruising.
Touchdown, Sabres.
Well, Plymouth's going to be looking at two. They'll need 2 touchdowns to come back and win the game.
Seen crazier things with 5 minutes remaining.
Or they could do touchdown, 2-point conversion, and field goal.
Good math. Healy for the extra point attempt. High snap, but it's no good. Might have been tipped at the line.
Extra point is no good.
And it stays a 10-point game.
So Plymouth needs to go down and score a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion, get the ball back, and kick a field goal. And we're all set.
Yeah, that's all. With 5:21 to go here in the 4th.
Well, the game changer here was when they got their quarterback in. When Fiango came back in, I mean, that changed the whole tempo of the game. Came in one play, threw a touchdown pass, and then he adds that other dynamic as far as being able to run or throw.
We'll see what Plymouth can do for any sort of return here. It's not been great so far today with the short kicks.
Well, the way they've been kicking the line drive, and hopefully Plymouth can secure that ball. Hopefully that doesn't bounce off one of the guys in the front line.
So you have that second line, Jolin, Metwally, Crane, and Taylor Russo. That's about where it's been going at the 35 here today. Healy ready to kick it off. putting a lull of everyone into sleep here with a long wait. Good kick, gets over that second line, and it will stay inbound at the 20. As Stone has nowhere to go, he's going to lose 2 yards. And things are just falling apart for Plymouth here in the second half. So Plymouth 5:18 to work with, trailing by 10. Here comes Cavett Sanborn back to the huddle. Cooper Mack in. Fans getting loud. Legacy is hit for no gain. Plymouth just can't get the offense going here in the second half.
Well, again, the play develops a little bit slow, and they're not going to outrun Souhegan.
We'll give Legacy 1 yard on the carry. Stone as a wide receiver, going to air it out for him. And it's intercepted by Reardon. That one just hung forever. And Souhegan might have sealed the game with that interception. The second one thrown this season from Sanborn.
Yeah, that was kind of a wing and a prayer. The ball was just laid out there and actually overthrown just a little bit. And it's going to be very, very tough for Plymouth to come back from that.
4:37, ball at the Bobcats 44 after that turnover. And already some fans heading for the exits. And a whistle. We're going to have a timeout here on the field. Called by Souhegan. We'll take a timeout as well. Souhegan leading by 10 on the road late here on Pemmy Baker TV. So 1st and 10, Souhegan out of their second charge timeout. Bonalunas with the carry, and he'll be pushed out across the 40. Give him 6 on that rush. And a timeout on the field taken by Plymouth. We'll keep it right here for you. 4:17 to go. Again, Plymouth on the road next week. Taking the trip down to the Concord area once again. Going to Merrimack Valley, 6:30 p.m. kickoff. We'll have coverage starting at 6:15 right here on Pemmy Baker TV as always. Then after that, Plymouth returns home for the regular season finale on November 1st for that 1 o'clock kickoff against St. Thomas. But you got to watch out for Souhegan at Pelham Friday night at 7 p.m. Rematch of last year's state championship game. Second down and 4. Bonalunas. Medwally can't wrap him up.
Nice job slowing him down, though, so the rest of the Bobcats can get in there and make the tackle.
Be a loss of 1.
Brought down by Matt.
And an injury timeout on the field. A Bobcat player down. There's just been so many injuries and so many players going down here this afternoon for both teams. Fans, join us on Thursday. We'll have coverage of either live girls soccer, the regular season finale, or tape delay of field hockey's playoff game if they get a home game. And it is Cooper Mack, number 81, back on his feet, but gingerly. We'll also have coverage on Thursday night of the French and Spanish Honor Society induction. Cooper Mack being helped off the field and looks like a lot of pain. So, 3rd and 5.
Well, we could use turnover right now.
Bring Knuckles in motion. Radalunas gets the edge on the near side and drives for a first down. And this might be able to eat up the clock here with 4 minutes.
That was a nice run. He cuts the ball up very well.
I mean, there's a reason why he has 1,000 yards.
I can see where if he breaks a tackle, he is long gone.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what he's done along the way. Not having seen any other games, but the way he runs, he's the kind of kid that if he pops something heading upfield, he's gone.
So 1st and 10, Souhegan from the 32 of the Bobcats. Souhegan just going to use up as much time. Again, Radalunas again up the middle. Legacy trying to tackle him on his back. Not before he gets at least 6. And another injured Bobcat player on the field. And this is what Plymouth does not need down the stretch here this season.
It's in these kinds of games where your players tend to get hurt. They're playing against a fairly equal team, and you go down with injuries. If you're talking ankles and knees and that sort of thing, then you're looking at a significant impact on your ability to play going down the stretch. And we're down to the last couple games of the season after today, and then it goes that whole new playoff season.
Yeah, and again now, if you aren't able to come back today, now it puts the emphasis on the regular season finale. I mean, you can never look past an opponent, even with Merrimack Valley, who are still looking for their first win of the season. But that now shapes up to be a chance, I think, if I'm not mistaken, a chance at winning the conference. So St. Thomas can then find themselves in a 2 seed.
Right.
Looks like it is Aiden Bryant favoring his arm as he will be subbed out.
He's a factor. We need him in the game. If not today, certainly down the next 2 games.
Well, St. Thomas, actually, it would really be Trinity will take over the top spot. If Plymouth can't come back here today and that matchup against St. Thomas, Plymouth can find themselves way down, 6, 7, 8 seed. 2nd and 4, Sabres. Mobley and Harris will shift to the left. Radalunas spins upfield. Get a couple. It'll be 3rd and 2. So it's been a tough one here today, Coach.
It has. We've seen a little bit of everything. We've seen some great plays. We've seen some fumbles. We've seen penalties. We've seen interceptions. Some phenomenal catches.
Oh, yeah.
On the part of the Souhegan kids.
Fiango in the shotgun. Radalunas with the carry yet again. It gets through and nearly broke for a touchdown. Last second effort.
That was one man in the way.
From Russo.
You can see the way he slashes, upfield the way he does. When he breaks through, I mean, he's going full speed.
So a minute 20. And I think Souhegan's going to go in victory formation here. It looks like that is what's going to happen. So Souhegan, with a minute to go, going to end up victorious and stand alone in a top Division II as the last undefeated team, as they will improve to 7-0. Plymouth suffers their first loss since falling to Souhegan in the semifinals last year here at home. And a lot to look on at film going into Merrimack Valley and St. Thomas the last 2 weeks of the year, Coach.
And the one thing I'll say is that should Souhegan and Plymouth meet again, it's hard to beat the same team twice in a season, especially when you got two pretty well-matched teams. And, Plymouth made some mistakes today, but, they fought hard. The kids are tough. They're going to learn a lot from this. Sometimes a loss along the way helps, maybe mentally, I don't know. But you never like to think like that. You want to win them all. But, we'll find out the Plymouth kids what they're made of. I know the coaching staff's going to be all over, and I know those kids are going to rise to meet the challenge. But tough one today. Souhegan definitely was the better team. The quarterback, for them, he made the difference. He really came in and everything changed. Fiango's a good Division II quarterback.
Yeah, again, we hope all the injuries, everyone's going to be okay. There's a lot of players that went down for both teams here today, which you don't want going down the stretch. But Souhegan just too much, and you're right, coming in. If we only saw Fiango in for one play, it was that 9-yard touchdown pass to Radalunas in the first half of action, and then he completely changed the dynamic of this game once Brandt went down with that injury in that first play from scrimmage. They went 65 yards and never looked back.
Yeah, I mean, you can't take anything away from them. They did a heck of a job. They earned it.
They did indeed. So that's going to do it for us here today. Souhegan improves to 7-0. They get ready for their road matchup at Pelham next Friday night. Plymouth will travel down to Merrimack Valley for a 6:30 p.m. kickoff as they fall to 6-1 on the year. For all of us here at Pemmy Baker TV, my partner and Mike Courier, I'm Dan Salzer. Final score for the final time, it's Souhegan 19, Plymouth Regional 9. We'll see you next week here on Pemmy Baker TV.